You can try this system and watch you change your life for yourself. It honestly feels weirdly ironic to say this as an AI PhD student, but my smartphone completely owned me. My attention span was so ruined by these Instagram reels and notification loops that I couldn't sit down and focus on a single complex problem solving logic for more than 10 minutes without checking my phone. If you're trying to learn code, build a career, or even change your life from scratch, you already know that the syntax isn't the hardest part. It's forcing your brain to sit still. For the past 3 weeks, I have been putting myself into a brutal digital detox session. And this is the exact unpolished data on how I took back my control. For this digital detox session, I used a 5-step system. The first one is a hard boundary. I set a 20-minute daily timer for Instagram, and once the timer goes off, the app is dead for the day. I never touch it back until the next day. And these 20 minutes, I didn't use them in one go. It was scattered throughout the day. I was using in 2-minute chunks or 5-minute chunks all over the day. And I reply only to DMs. I completely stopped watching reels after the second week. At first it was hard, but as the days went by, it became easier. The second one is killing the twitch. My phone stays on 100% vibration mode. No chimes, no pings. If your phone stops making any kind of sounds, your brain eventually stops reaching for it every 90 seconds to check whatever is there. It was hard at first. I didn't hear of any kind of notifications. I was not replying to messages on time, but I was so hard on myself that I should kill this twitch from happening. And yet, by the time of 1.5 weeks, I succeeded in this. And wait. There is one important consideration. I only replied to messages from my family and most importantly, my research guide. The thing is ghosting protocol. I completely stopped picking up random calls on the day, unless and until it was a call from my family or my research guide. You see, spending time on calls eventually eats up your productivity time and it makes you feel like you're doing something important, but it is not. And eventually people stopped calling me. They were only speaking to me through the messages, which I only reply once a day or even maybe thrice a day. The fourth one is the notebook streak. I started analog journaling. No fancy productivity apps or any kind of apps that you see on the ads of Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. All I needed was a pen and a notebook. Actually, a lot of colorful pens to make it more aesthetic and enjoy the process. You wouldn't believe me that it was the biggest change that I had in my life, which also profited me the most. I was able to make track of my habits and change them accordingly. I started cutting out the habits that didn't benefit me in any kind of way. That was the most important upgrade in the most important time of my life. Finally, the 10 p.m. screen freeze. Once the clock hits 10 p.m., I go to sleep. Even if my brain is wide awake and I am not feeling even a bit sleepy, I go to bed and my phone goes to the other corner of the room and I never touch it till the tomorrow morning. I even turned off my alarms for this. You may ask, why did I turn my alarms? It's because I don't want to depend on my phone to get up early in the morning. At first, it was tough. I was struggling to sleep and eventually I slept at 12 a.m. in the midnight or even 2 a.m. on some days. But now that my brain has adjusted, it has come down to 11 p.m. and on some days, on the recent days, 2 days back, I slept at 10 p.m. So this is the 5-step system that I adapted for the past 3 weeks to change my life. And now I'm able to get up early in the morning, as early as 3 a.m. So I go to sleep at 9 p.m. to be noted. And I'm focusing on my fitness, I'm focusing on my life goals, I'm being more productive, I am able to concentrate on complex problem solving logics For your information, I'm solving 3 to 4 complex problem solving logics in a day with a timer. I'm able to concentrate on my business. I'm able to concentrate on learning new stuff. I'm literally being very, very happy. If these 3 weeks could make such a huge difference, imagine what if I follow this for a month or even a year. My next goal is follow this system for the next 6 months and upload a video on how it changed me for the better. If you are someone who is on the same boat as me, you can try this system and watch you change your life for yourself. Nobody can save you. I saved myself, and it is now time for you to change yourself. If you want to follow along this journey and see the struggles of a PhD student in India who's also an entrepreneur trying to build business, I really do recommend you to hit the subscribe button below and support me, and let us travel together. Take out your pen, grab a diary, let the docs and work begin.